back to the target pod.
Just sitting right over Selfridge.
We have that going for us.
Bravo. 20,000 broken. Giving all this credit to the A-10s over the last 2 weeks if they're just going to tell Moody they're not shutting down.
Possible. Is needed. An aircraft like the A-10 is needed.
Insane when like you look into even just all the open source stuff about just how that CSAR mission went, and literally like he gave 20 minutes of praise to the Sandys. It was insane.
The fighter and bomber mafia have their way. They crop mission.
Oh, the crop duster, the air tractor.
Air tractor, no ejection seat. Called the Sky Raider, but it doesn't hold half as much. It's totally ill-suited for the job.
They were at DM because they're going to be stationed at DM after the A-10s leave. They're taking their spot, the pilots and whatnot, and they literally said that their G capability of like how many Gs they're allowed to pull is like 2.2. This is structural damage.
I don't know how they could call it a Sky Raider because the Sky Raider is a beast.
Me that they can shut this airplane down because it's not valuable in a war that they think is, and then they create that airplane.
No sense at all.
Clouds. Seen these in an A-10.
But, oh yeah, at DM, not so much.
Surprisingly, during my whole TR phase, it was scattered to broken through all the MOAs, all of that. So I did fly IFR in my TR phase.
Okay. Did you go to UPT?
So there was never really any clouds there, just crosswinds. Well, that was the most instrument flying I've ever done in my life.
Did IFF?
Every day was ILS to minimum, so it was insane.
Siemens push 1F. I don't think Waldo or anybody is supposed to be there, is that correct?
Tracking, but I wouldn't doubt if Waldo does go in. For you. Through the pubs and trying, do we have like a 107th or a 127th standards? All I could find was like, this is the update to our standards.
There should be.
Jack was looking too, he was like, oh no, now we just use the CAF standards. I was like, oh, okay.
Well, yeah, there was, yeah, I guess that's true.
Easy then.
Here we are, coming up on the falls.
Damn.
Sure knows my 1 to 2 o'clock, I call it 5-ish miles, the Niagara Falls.
Contact.
You see the mist coming up.
Sweet.
Never seen the falls from the air. I've never been on the ground.
It's very neat. And at one of those hotels that are right there to the west of it.
Contact.
Boat too that gets you super close. I was like 9 years old, panicking.
You're like, we're gonna die.
We're gonna die. The noise is insane, just how loud they are.
There's 2 ways to Lake Ontario. The right way here to the west, or over the falls. If you're in a boat.
There's raiders out there.
Just look like they're anchored. They do that sometimes as they're waiting their turn to go down the river.
There's all of them in the river there.
Track 2, south side. Looks like they're tied up alongside.
A lot easier to adjust your volumes with this 3D audio panel.
It's nice.
Doing border patrol stuff in Michigan, what are you guys looking for?
A lot of it's just looking for that needle in a haystack, looking for the one-off boat that's crossing. The thing is without intelligence, like telling you that something's going to happen, it's not quite a waste of time, but pretty close to it. Lake Ontario or Lake Erie here, you see how fast it is. Like someone goes across. It's like be there at the right time with enough fuel, you know, at the right moment, 24 hours a day. It's just not possible.
Carrying drugs and stuff, or are they just trying to get into America?
All of it.
Wow.
There's not that much. Well, transit, it's clandestine, and we probably don't know about it. And taking the aircraft without intelligence is just kind of a waste of time and money. Stop at the tilted kilt to Cleveland.
Wings.
There's something, sometimes we get information for our CMP, actually actionable. They may have like a tracker on a boat, stand a chance of getting something.
On over these Great Lakes, it's pretty interesting to see actually how big they are.
Ontario's big, Lake Erie, both of them are pretty big. Then you go up to like Lake Superior, it's just insane.
Before I went to pilot training, we cut the corner over Lake Michigan in a diamond to go to Chicago. Pretty insane how large that lake is too.
Yeah, when you can't see across the other side.
Oh yeah, I'll have a landing strip.
It's not.
Cool trip if they had one.
You could take a float plane in there, I suppose.
Don't want to leave that airplane overnight, though.
Kidding.
By 3 o'clock, slightly low. Yeah. 2 o'clock low for you. 10 now. Formation now. What's that for you?
Yeah.
2, I got November winds. That's Alfred 220 at 10 miles viz, light rain, 9,000 scattered, 4,000 broken, 16,000 overcast. 3009.
Copies November 3009.
Temperature 13, so definitely want to be running the canopy defog.
Log on.
Yeah, how do you guess before we get down there?
Turn the defog de-ice switch on before we drop down.
Just use the camp defog right now. The other one I use if I see ice. I don't really use it preemptively. To fly into ice, which you should only do sparingly.
Land 19.
The plan, if we get there and we can see the ground and descend, plan right now would be go north for a little bit, cancel IFR, and then come back to IFR for initial. Descent check 1 is 4-5. My canopy defog is on. So 110.1's the ILS. You'll stay tied to D for now, but if we have to use it, channel 64 is the TAC in. SkyTrack 1 has 12, 2 you have 13.
3014 local.
3014. Where this altitude puts us. Head pick up 2 miles trail. 85, 3014.